everybody, it's Mona and this is Skindipity, the brand new YouTube channel designed for mature women and their beauty needs. So today's video is just a quick summary of the main products that can do mature women some good in their skincare. I've talked about bits and pieces in various videos so far, but I've never really given a complete rundown. Now, for today's purposes, I'm not going to do a demonstration, but you probably would benefit more from hearing me tell you about the most important products and how not to get gimmicked into things than to see me actually do it. But if that is something y'all are interested in, I could easily do my AM and PM routines at any point. We tend to get all excited about the beautiful colors and blushes and eyeshadow palettes and all the new shiny things that come out at Sephora, at Ulta, at the drugstores. And we tend to put a lot of our beauty budget dollars there. But what I want to beg of you today is to consider the fact that that makeup is only going to look as good as the canvas that it is on, meaning your skin. So I would rather see you spend more on skincare than on makeup. But with that being said, skincare doesn't have to be really expensive. We're going to talk about some affordable skincare, some higher end skincare, and some of the key active ingredients that you want in your skincare. So all skincare has, quote, ingredients. When I say active ingredients, I mean the ingredients that can actually do what they claim or what the claims are that they can do when they're applied on your skin. The first thing seems basic, but it's washing your face. I would not spend a lot on a cleanser unless there is a particular cleanser that you just love. The way it feels, that you just feel like it's luxurious and you want to treat yourself to that feeling. The most important things in a cleanser is to clean, is to remove your makeup. You don't have to get skin treatment in a cleanser because that cleanser is only going to stay on your face for just a few minutes and then you're going to rinse it off. Those products are not going to remain. So what's important in a cleanser? What's important is that it is non-comedogenic, that it's not going to break you out, that it is free of fragrance if at all possible. Fragrance is an extra product that is not necessary for your skin and can be very harmful to many people's skin. Even if you've never had harm done to your skin from fragrance before, that could change at any time. You could get sensitivities that can cause rosacea or redness or flushing, and it does you no good. So there's really no reason to add it. It can only possibly do you harm. I use a product like CeraVe. This is the hydrating facial cleanser. There's also one for people with regular skin that don't need that added hydration. I just use a hydrating cleanser because my skin tends to be combo or dry. This is gentle. It cleanses, hydrates, and helps restore the protective skin barrier. So that's one of the main things I'm looking for in a cleanser. I want it to remove my makeup, to remove any dirt or sunscreen if I'm not wearing makeup, and I do not want it to strip my skin barrier or mess up my skin barrier, because that will cause damage to my skin and inflammation and things that can be harmful. It's fragrance free. I don't remember how much this costs, but it is not expensive at all, nor should it be. I would not use a harsh soap. I would use something mild. If you have oily skin, you may want to use something that has salicylic acid in it to reduce the oil, or you may want to use something that foams and can break up that oil a little bit. For me, this is good enough. Now, a lot of people do a dual cleanse, which I do a dual cleanse when I have makeup on. I don't wear makeup every single day. So if it's a day that I have makeup on, I may take an oil or a balm like DHC oil or coconut oil or olive oil, or you can use castor oil. Oil will break up your makeup. However, that's what that oil is being used for. It should be used not to cleanse your face, but to break up the makeup. So I don't leave it on my face for a real long time. I apply it, I rub it in, you know, kind of gently massage it, break up all the makeup, and then I rinse it off gently. You always want to be gentle with your skin on your face. I want to go back with my regular cleanser. I'm going to use this for a longer period of time. I want to do this for 45 seconds to a minute and a half. I really want to work it in and massage my skin, really breaking up the dirt. This is the part where I am cleansing. I am seeking to remove all the dirt from my skin gently. Dirt can cause pollution and toxins to enter your skin. It can cause you to break out, but it can also cause texture issues, and it can break down the barrier of your skin. It can cause all kinds of problems that you do not need. No matter how tired you are, wash your face at night. If you have, which you should have, sunscreen on or makeup. So after I cleanse, if I use a double cleanse, I want to get that oil completely off that I used. You may not even feel a film on your face. Your face may feel squeaky clean, but that oil can soak in a little bit and really leave a slight film on your skin. That is why I use toner. I use toner for two reasons. I use toner to regulate or restore the pH of my skin, to make sure the pH is the right pH so that I can optimally absorb the products with active ingredients that I'm going to absorb next. And I also use toner to get rid of any film from the cleanser that's on my face. An oil is a heavy, occlusive type of ingredient, and it can keep smaller active ingredients from actually penetrating your skin and doing the process that you're using them for, like your retin-A, like your vitamin C's, like your peptides, like your antioxidants. So you want to make sure that you're not wasting all that money and time by applying those products, because you have a slight film of oil on your skin still that is not penetrable by those active ingredients. So I have an Obagi toner right now. I also have Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrating Toner Mist. So this is something that I really enjoy. It's hydrating, so it keeps that skin barrier restored, as well as balancing my pH, as well as removing any residual makeup products. So I'll put that on a little cotton ball or a little cloth sponge. Shiseido makes some little squares, cotton squares, that don't absorb too much of your product. This is not a toner, but it is Paula's Choice. This is a 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. So I can use this in place of the toner to help get that oil, any oil that's left on my skin, off. And it also has the added benefit of doing some minor exfoliating. It would be good for treating acne, and it's also good at turning over your dead skin cells without being too abrasive. There are other toners too. What you're looking for in a toner is something that has a good pH, and you're also looking for something that does not have alcohol in it. You don't want fragrance, you don't want alcohol, especially, well, denatured alcohol. You don't want a drying alcohol in your toner, because that can strip your skin. Then, while my face is still wet, I want to keep that moisture just damp. I don't mean soaking wet, so that I can allow my active ingredients that I have chosen at that point in time to be able to penetrate my skin. So let's just say this is my AM routine. My AM and PM routine are both the same up until this point. Then in the morning, I'm going to apply first my vitamin C. I keep that in the refrigerator. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. It can protect your skin from sun damage. It can also protect your skin from free radicals, like pollutants and things that are in the air, smog, all the things that we run into during the day that can damage your skin. And it can also brighten your skin, and it can also smooth and help reverse signs of aging. There's scientific literature that attest to the fact of vitamin C being helpful in all of those things. However, vitamin C is a very unstable product. So L-ascorbic acid is the most well studied. If you're going to use L-ascorbic acid, you want to keep it in a jar, either like this, that's dark, in your refrigerator, and you want to just take it out. It's only going to be good for a certain amount of time. Once L-ascorbic acid changes colors, like turns that hazel amber color, then you know that oxidation has occurred. And some people say that it is still somewhat effective at that point. Some people say in literature that it's not effective at all at that point once it oxidizes. And then there's some literature that suggests that at that point it could actually be harmful for your skin. So at that point, I chuck it. There are plenty types of derivatives of vitamin C that you can use, but the most well studied is L-ascorbic acid. Something that looks very promising and much more, I see much more high-end companies using this, is tetrahexyldexyl ascorbate, THD ascorbate. It is becoming more studied. It is definitely more stable when you put it on your skin, and so it can penetrate into the deeper levels of your skin. The best way to use that product would be in a pump, something that's airless, something that you can squeeze out. Also, you want to keep it airtight and out of bright light. I really don't like anything that would say be in a tub or a jar like this. You're going to have exposure to air. You're going to have contamination when you're dipping in. So that would not be my preferential way to use a vitamin C product. So you can do your own research. I may link some of the research articles down below. It might not be right when I upload it. I've seen the research, and I do like the THD vitamin C. I do believe that it does well. I like that formulation better than the L-ascorbic acid. And I know Peter Thomas Roth has it. I think Osmosis has it. I'm drawing a blank right now. Many high-end products have that formulation of vitamin C. There are other esters that are also used, but the studies have not convinced me yet that those are viable options at this time. Hopefully in the future they will become more viable. I want to put on, for me, I'm going to use this T&S Essential Serum. I have talked about this. I can link a video where I talk about this in detail. This has a dual pump chamber. Shake it up, hit it on the bottom so that it comes out. You see both sides come out. You got a red side and you got a brown side. So you have two complexes, and you're getting your anti-aging properties. You're getting you just mix them together, and you just pat it all over. I don't want to waste this. I'm going to put it right here on my neck and on my hands. This is formulated and it's considered a medical grade product. It is very pricey. I notice a difference when I use this. I use it twice a day. I try to use it all the time. When I run out, then I replace it with other products that have similar ingredients but may not be as pricey. I feel like my pores are less visible when I use this. I feel like I have more skin turnover. I feel like my skin is brighter. I feel like it's healthier looking. You're not going to see a difference after 1 week or 2 weeks. You're really going to have to use this type of product for 3 or 4 weeks before, 3 or 4 months before you really see a difference, but it is worth it to me. If you don't want to use something this pricey, this is also something that I enjoy using, and I talked about this before too. This is the Glowing Essence Serum. This has a form of retin-A in it that's called bakuchiol. You can use it during the day. It's not as irritating as the retin-A that I use at night. It is sort of an alternative with new and upcoming research on that product for cell turnover and doing the same things that retin-A does. It also has a plethora of other ingredients in it. It's awesome and just soaks in your skin. So actually, if you're going to use an essence and a serum, your essence should go on first. Okay, and it soaks right in. Has a little bit of a medicinal scent. I don't like to be without either of these things if I can afford it. So a more affordable product is this Matrixyl Synth 6 by Timeless. This has a lot of, it has antioxidants in it, and it's got Matrixyl Synth 6, aloe, glycerin, hyaluronic acid, things that are going to moisturize and protect your skin. Coenzyme Q10 is another one by Timeless that I like to use. And again, these you can just layer one after the other, keeping them damp in between. You can also, when you're applying multitude of serums like that, is you can spray something like this in between to keep your skin damp to help absorption be better. So what I recommend, cleansing, toning, either something like this, a vitamin C, and a peptide product. Now my peptide product is not here and I'm not going to go get it right now. I've showed you before, it's moisturizer. That is my moisturizer. It's Peter Thomas Roth, and it's a 21 peptide complex. It's in a container about this tall, maybe about this tall, and it has a multitude of peptides which can help moisturize and actually plump your skin. It can show a visible difference. Whether or not those peptides are penetrating your skin, which we hope they are, and that they're helping stimulate collagen, they are plumping your skin visibly because they are moisturizing it so much. Okay, so you want to have your vitamin C, you want to have your peptide, you want to have something with hyaluronic acid in it to help retain moisture in your skin, but hyaluronic acid has to be covered with an occlusive. It can hold 1,000 times its weight in water, but if you don't have an occlusive over it, something to lock that in, then the water is going to evaporate out of your skin, and it can actually make your skin dehydrated. Any facial moisturizer, you can use CeraVe. There's a AM/PM CeraVe, which is wonderful. You can also use this CeraVe that has ceramides in it, which is very good. This is a big tub. It's very inexpensive. You can use this for your face, your eyes, your body, and it helps restore your skin barrier, and it also helps lock in all of your products and your hyaluronic acid. Honey Skin is also something that I really like. You can look this up. It has it's fragrance free, non-allergenic. It has organic ingredients, and it contains aloe vera, emulsifying wax. It contains shea butter. Anything with shea butter is going to be occlusive and lock in your hyaluronic acid, and it's going to be moisturizing. It also contains vitamin E and honey, manuka honey, green algae, B2, a whole bunch of things that are really good for your skin. This is soothing. If I over-treat my skin with something that is irritating, this really helps it feel better. That would be my morning skincare, and then I would want to put on my sunscreen. Every single day I'm going to put on a sunscreen. This is the SPF RX Daily Skin Hydrator. I like to use sunscreens that have a SPF of 50, that are waterproof, and also I prefer mineral over chemical. This one does not have a white cast. The other one that is a chemical sunscreen that I do like is Paula's Choice. This is the Skin Restoring Moisturizer. It's got SPF of 50. It's got antioxidants. It's a silky cream that hydrates the skin and even skin tone, and it has niacinamide in it, which is also a very good skincare ingredient. This helps me reduce redness. But any sunscreen that you choose that has adequate protection is good enough. You want to make sure that you are using at least a 1/4 teaspoon of this product in order to get the right amount of coverage. So you can't just use a foundation that has SPF, because that will not be enough. An optional product for the morning is a glycolic acid peel, like right after your toner. I don't choose to do this in the morning unless I'm using this gentle one because it tends to make my face red. I tend to use that at night. So my nighttime routine is going to be the same as we discussed. Cleanse, double cleanse to get my makeup off. Tone. And then it's going to be usually this essence. Then it's going to be this serum. Then it's going to be my Retin-A product mixed with my hydroquinone blender. So these are both prescription products. This lightens any melasma or any dark spots that you have on your skin. This actually turns back the hands of time, proven by research and study. So wash my face, tone my face, essence, serum, then this, and then I'm going to lock it in with a moisturizer so that it's not irritated. You can use a moisturizer of choice. That is going to be every night except 2 times a week. 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Sundays, I am going to exfoliate. So I'm either going to use my glycolic peel pads, or I'm going to use a leave-on mask with alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, and I am going to exfoliate my skin to help get off the dead slough off the dead skin cells that the Retin-A is helping me get rid of. Another product that I just want to give a shout out to is Aquaphor or Vaseline. Because I use irritating ingredients, I usually will put this around my lips, and I will usually put it right here and sometimes right here, because if this product gets in those crevices, then it will irritate and burn my skin. Aquaphor is cheap. It's a petrolatum product, which a lot of people say, no, petroleum products. There is not scientific research that I have seen that proves that petrolatum is damaging to your skin. A lot of dermatologists recommend it. It's inexpensive, it's hydrating, it's occlusive, it locks in moisture, and to me this is simple and wonderful. So there are other extras that you can use. There are a plethora of extras, but these are the basic ingredients. If you cannot get a prescription of hydroquinone blender, which is a controversial product, this could be its own video, and Retin-A, I would suggest a retinaldehyde or a retinol. These are non-prescription products that are a lesser strength that they carry in the drugstore, but can do very similar jobs, maybe just not at this concentration. Retinaldehyde is a product that only requires one-step conversion once it's put on your skin to turn into Retin-A or tretinoin. Retinol requires two-step conversion, so it's not as strong as a retinaldehyde product. I do like Trivectin's retinol moisturizer. I find that it's very strong. There are some that are almost as strong as this, and you can tell just by what it's doing to your skin. So you definitely need to start slow with retinol or retinaldehyde product. You need to try it once a week, and then increase up. And if any of you would like to see a video on just the use of Retin-A or retinaldehyde or retinols alone, let me know in the comments, because that in itself is a whole process to avoid peeling and damage irritated skin. But the active ingredients in summary that you are looking for in your products are vitamin C's, peptides, retinols or retinaldehydes. You're looking for ceramides, niacinamides. You are looking for shea butter. You're looking for moisturizing. And you don't have to have a separate eye cream. Eye creams are very expensive for these little bitty tiny jars. And basically, they're the same ingredients, but maybe just diluted a little bit that you're using on the rest of your face. I use this or any of my other creams that I'm using all over my face with active ingredients. I am using those on my eyes, even my Retin-A in a small quantity. What I do is I mix it in just an everyday moisturizing agent like this that doesn't have any actives in it, that's just soothing. And I take some of the actives and I dilute it with this. I fill it up in a little jar to where the active is such a small percentage and the cream is a larger percentage. If it's too irritating, then I go back and I add a little more of the moisturizing agent. If I don't feel anything, usually I'll increase the active ingredient until I feel just a little bit, so I know that it's actually working. And that's what I use. I don't purchase separate eye products, or rarely do I. Sometimes I'll get one in a subscription box and I'll use it, but I really feel like that's a waste of your money. If there's one that you enjoy, of course, use it. Everybody has their own personal decision-making processes on this. This is just meant to be helpful to what may help your maturing skin. I know this was a long video, but it was a lot of ingredients to talk about. Do I rotate through? Do sometimes I change up things? Yes. But these are the main actives that I'm using and the main types of cleansing and cleansers that I'm using on an everyday basis. So if this was helpful, give it a thumbs up, press subscribe so you can get more content like this delivered to you. If you'd like to see me actually go through my AM and PM processes or do that regulated specific video on Retin-A and retinaldehyde, tretinoin use, where you can get it if you don't have a prescription, all that kind of information, then leave me a comment. See you in the next video. Bye.